Yes. Oh jeez, that's a booter. Here we go again, back to the desert. KLX 300. Let the road trip begin. Let's get down there to have some fun. I will see you guys along the route for some of the amazing views. There we go, Mount Hood. In the distance. Looking a little melted there, but in a few minutes time, there should be plenty of snow up there. It does, but it is an interesting sight to see the mountain without a whole bunch of snow on it. I don't know, guys, a road like this, I feel like would be super fun on a sport bike. This whole drive would be fun on a sport bike. It's really tempting. I don't know. Just imagine how peaceful it would be on a sport bike ripping through these winding roads that are open. You can get amazing views. I think we might have to make that happen. The Warm Springs Reservation. Let's go ahead and make some adjustments here before we get too far deep in. Alright, very good. Now we will start to see the transition from forested area to a bit more desert-like, dry. Although, I heard it's pouring rain down in the desert, have you? Today. But it's still like 90 degrees. Tomorrow, though, it's supposed to be like 95, the day after, almost 100, so it's going to be some good riding. And we made it. You look over to the right there, I believe that is the mountain that we summited last time, with the weather station up top. Yeah, shush. With the weather station up top there, and on the KX. I guess we'll have to see what the boys have in store for this trip. I could imagine that is probably going to be equally as sick. Nice. We're getting there, huh? That one too?
For sure getting there.
Jeez. That's wild. This is just so open.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
That hill over there, is that the one, you think?
Yeah, no, we can get to top of that peak.
Yeah,
the observatory,
like right around the corner.
The observatory I'm actually looking at right now is like dead ahead.
Oh, we're getting there. Man, there's some nice trails out here. Jeez. Hey.
Yeah, it's just the middle of the store.
Oh yeah, you could totally rip the bikes down here.
Yeah, the road we're gonna go down is this one right here.
Oh, yeah.
Starters. You're turning right here.
Right there.
Yeah. And then once, and then once you turn, you'll start to see some of the fatter jumps.
Yeah, there's that shit here.
You said turn right.
Yeah, turn right. No, like down the road. Just 'cause we're gonna be
You see the
here for a
black
while.
mats?
Oh,
That
dude.
first one is the floater. The second one is don't hit.
Don't hit.
We don't hit that yet.
I'm not ready for that.
No, that's a little fucking expert,
You
you know.
get up to it, and you're gonna say, "Holy shit! I don't even want to."
Like, we hit it slowly. I hit it with a little too much sauce and didn't make it far enough, and it hurt. Like, I didn't crash, it just hurt.
Yeah, this is gonna definitely push my limits for jumping, which I need.
It's honestly so good for just learning all types of terrain.
Yeah.
It's like this
Yeah,
this
it
hill
is.
right here to your left is sandy in the middle.
Uh-huh.
So you get into the sand.
Yeah,
some of these are dirt. Some of them are rocks.
Yeah, fat bulls.
So you're gonna watch us hit this first, but like right when you start going down, be in third. Like once you start going down right here,
Which jump are you in?
the left one.
The
The
black.
one right in the black mat.
Oh, okay.
The left black pedals, click in the second, and just kind of cruise up it a few times.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up in between them to check out.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what this is about. Oh jeez, that's a booter. Oh yeah, that's a solid jump.
Does that look cool?
Yeah. You guys are catching mad air. Woo! All right, I like that. I like that. Very cool, very cool. Heck yes.
Kind of the line.
Yeah, on the right there?
So go up, like, you'll see where the team is left.
Yeah, I'll do a couple run-ups.
Huh?
I'll do a couple run-ups.
Yeah.
Same. Oh yeah. Let's send it, boys. And the moguls are back. We are running the white coupler now, so we're on go mode with the KX. Oh yes. Hey, there's the mountain we're going up right over there. Here we go, another fat climb. Whoa.
Bigger than you thought?
Yeah, that's insane.
I need to do my brake fluid or something. My fucking phone bleeds.
Never get tired of the views over here. Desert putting out the best.
How was that climb?
It was pretty fat. I wasn't expecting it to go for that long.
No, yeah, it goes for a while.
All right, on to the next viewpoint. Get a little roller coaster action going on here. Goggles down, ready to rip. Whoa! Hope we didn't pop anything there. Oh yeah, we're rolling. Rapping with the squad. Don't get better than this. Oh yes. Next target, that hill over there. Hey, you can get a little highway action. Let's top her out. Moving! Abandoned mini mart.
You see that?
Dude, you were hauling.
Oh no, I almost went back.
Really?
On that first wheelie.
Oh, the first one, yeah.
That was a long one though, the second one.
Dude, I got that. I think I got it on this one too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Atta kid! That was some good stuff right there. Yeah. Alright, quick little break and then we will be back on another climb. Alright, let's hit some more jumps. there. That truck is wet. Heck yeah. Observatory. Let's do it. Up the climb. Is that a cow? But he nodded at us. Oh, you see those clutchless downshifts, baby? Did a little slidey around the corner. Slide in the whole corner. Let's go. Oh, jeez. Look at the view. Wow. Oh, yes.
Well, I mean...
It's sick. That's what it is.
Huh?
It's a good climb. That's what it is.
It is. Dude, the view out there is money.
Yeah, like...
We're about to get on top of that, though.
Yeah, we're on top of the haze.
Yeah, literally, though.
Alright, let's get to the top of this one. Jeez. It looks like straight up an island.
Shit's moving. Literally, it looks like everything's moving outward.
That's wild. Yeah, it's got like tree. Should kind of try and make it there.
Well, I'm down. I'm down to go over there.
Alright, next stop, we're heading to that little island up there, out in the distance. Look at this. Just wide open riding. Whoa. That was almost bad. We got a little skittish guy. What the dude. Oh, buddy. Yup. We're turning around. Talk about seeing some cows. Oh, man. right, here we go, mountain biking. Whoa, how did I get into gear? Next stop, heading to the observatory. Good. He's a bit sore. Are you good? Yeah, he's pretty done. Like that? My collarbone is good. Collarbone is good. Yes. Alright, so as you guys can tell, I am on my phone right now. So, we are back from the desert, and, well, let's go ahead and address that. Let's go ahead and start with the damage reports from the little high side here. So here's my good camera that I usually film with. Yep, she got cooked. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the bike. In terms of scratches, my nice new FMF got all scratched up. The end cap doesn't look like there's too much damage there, but the pipe itself got scratched up, which is fine. Maybe FMF has a replacement sticker that I can put on here. Plastics are all good. Grip, I know this grip was messed up before. The starter button somehow got jammed up in there. Maybe that's what hit my collarbone, which I will show you guys here in a second. The bars, pro taper, making some good bars. The bars themselves aren't bent, but as you can kind of tell, the bars are a bit crooked in comparison to the front fender. I think that's just because they got twisted in the mounts. But the front tire is relatively straight. Doesn't look like the forks got twisted any. Now, let me show you how I know the front tire caught traction. Right here, there's some gravel and dirt and whatnot, but there was a gigantic rock shoved in between the rim and the tire. So basically it caught traction hard enough to where it broke the bead, shoved a bunch of dirt and rocks in there. Yeah. That'll throw you off the high side for sure. Yeah, 450 fared all right. Now let's get to the important stuff as to why you should wear your gear. So here's my helmet. Looks normal from this angle, right? All right. So, destroyed the visor, and this is why you should always wear a helmet. It doesn't matter if you're going out in front of your house to screw around. Always put on a helmet, even if you're not strapped up on the helmet and you just throw it on. It's better than not wearing a helmet. All this here scratched up. I definitely felt this hit. My head smacked on the ground. I don't think we cracked the helmet, which is a good thing. HJC making some good products. I definitely would not have trusted this built helmet that I used to ride with, which was my first crash, but it was on an MX track with a little bit softer dirt when I broke my wrist on this bike as well. Definitely wouldn't have trusted this helmet. Probably would have cracked. Now, as you guys can tell in the video, the GoPro broke off the helmet. I think it just slid off. Well, maybe the mount looks a little bit crooked here. So it may or may not hold the GoPro. I think the straps are okay. The little tabs up here did break off though. So, might need another one of those. Yeah, a bunch of dirt in that helmet. So you can always tell how severe a crash was when you look at the helmet. Now, I'm sure there's going to be people who say, oh, you weren't even going that fast in the video. Well, guess what? You weren't on the bike. You weren't feeling the wind. You weren't feeling the power of the bike. Pretty much pinned second gear, doing a little rolling burnout. So, second gear, well, you know, 25, 30 miles an hour. And getting thrown off the high side of that speed is no fun. When I got up, I was probably a good 30 feet away from the bike. And I was a bit more mature about this one. The goggles are okay. They got a little scratched up. Probably just need a new lens. Pants, my new pants, didn't get a hole in them. I don't think there was much abrasion in terms of pants. Knee guards, definitely another important piece of gear. I was wearing these. They didn't get cracked or anything. And they definitely probably gave me some support, which I definitely needed. Because I definitely tweaked my knee here. It's a bit swollen, sprained the MCL. I've done this in football, so I know what the feeling is like. But my knee definitely buckled inward, and that's why the inside is sore. But that brings up another good point. At one point, when I was researching about boots, I was wondering if you could wear MX boots on the street. They have great support, obviously. They'll protect you from impact, but one person brought up a point about how the soles on these MX boots, when they catch on the street, they have a lot of traction. So I think that might have happened because we weren't on super soft dirt. It was hard packed dirt and probably caught some traction, and that's probably why my knee buckled. But by all means, don't wear tennis shoes when you're riding a motorcycle. If you got boots, wear them. But just kind of an interesting point about the boots there. These last two pieces of gear, I am going to have to rethink. Because, as you can see, left shoulder just ripped right through. And so here's my left shoulder. And this is 5 days later. Not bad there, but back there, we definitely got scratched up. Elbow, smaller now, but definitely bruised up there. On the elbow here, we definitely caught a rock or something that just sliced right through the jersey and sliced right into my elbow. I was bleeding through my jersey a bit. I don't even want to turn the inside of this out because I'm sure it is absolutely soaked, because it's soaked through here, and this is like a little sort of cotton pad that probably absorbs a lot, so definitely don't want to look at that. The band-aids for the first 3 days were a bit wet. So there's the jersey, and this next piece of gear, definitely going to be rethinking. I bought a Liat 2.5 chest protector, obviously. It was $100. Liat's a good brand, but there's no shoulder protection when this is on. There's not really much of chest protection either. So when you're wearing this, as you can see right here, it does not cover your collarbone very well. Obviously, it doesn't cover your shoulders. It's mainly just your chest and a little bit of the rib cage, which I was definitely thankful for because my ribs feel fine. My back feels good, except for my shoulder. I'll put up a picture, which is 4 days after the crash, I believe, 3 or 4 days. So, as you can see, my collarbone has a massive little nodule bump type thing. My chest, even though I was wearing this chest protector here, still got a massive bruise, which didn't start discoloring until 2 to 3 days after the crash. And if I would have known, I probably would have been more inclined to go to the doctor. And my dad probably would have forced me to go to the doctor because guess what? There's some vital organs under there that you kind of need. So this chest protector didn't really do much in way of that. I don't know how I got the bruise there. I'm kind of thinking I hit the bars. Either that or my helmet came down and smacked my collarbone and chest. So I'm not totally sure about that. But I went to the doctor 2 days after the crash, and it was urgent, immediate care, and I was there for 3 hours. And they took an x-ray, and they couldn't really tell me if I fractured my collarbone or not. They just said it's kind of hard to tell because the area of concern is on a joint, and it's complex, and we can't see in there. So they recommended me to a specialist. I wasn't going to go to the doctor anyways because I could move my shoulder, and you know, I figured if I could move it, it's probably not broken. But then I was thinking, I didn't really think I broke my wrist when I broke my wrist, so I guess I'll get it checked out just to make sure. They wanted to get a CAT scan, but since they kept me there for 3 hours, their CAT scan department was closed, so they couldn't see if it was dislocated or anything. But the swelling is going down as of now. Still a massive bump there, still bruised up, but it seems like the swelling is going down. I'm getting my range of motion back. I still can't really lift my arm too much above my shoulder, but it is better definitely than the first and second day. Now in terms of gear, definitely not going to cheap out. Kind of cheaped out on that one. Didn't want to spend $300 on a chest protector, but guess what? I'm going to do that now. I think I'm going to get a Liat 5.5 that I'm going to wear over my jersey. Full shoulder. I think it has some bicep protection. Front and back. It looks like it comes up higher too, which I'm definitely going to be looking for. Some collarbone protection. Definitely shoulder protection because all the muscles around my shoulder are pretty sore. I probably pulled a bunch of them landing on my shoulder. Tore some tendons and stuff. So just standing here, my shoulder gets pretty sore and I have to kind of sit down so I can rest my shoulder muscles. So sorry guys, I've been really bad at uploading lately. This trip down to Bend, we were going to film like 5 different videos, a bunch on the KX exploring. We're going to go mess around with the KX 300. This was the first day we went out and rode, and at least I got some footage, but at the end of the day, kind of bit the dirt a bit. But it seems like I'm healing up okay. Collarbone is still pretty swollen and I am still pretty bruised up. But seems like my range of motion is getting better. I can stick out my arm, lift it, but I can't really go over my head too much. So thank you to all the loyal people sticking around here. I think I'll be back on the bike hopefully in a couple weeks, but in the meantime I do have a bunch of footage filmed on the KX, the Raptor, so I have videos to post. I just need to edit them. So that's all I really have to say. Hopefully you learned something from this video, enjoyed it, hated it, do whatever. But all I have to say is if you're in the motorsports, you're in the right place. With all that being said, join the club, and I'll see you in the next one.